A very good morning to all my dear students. Today we will be learning about the application of algebraic identities. In the previous video, we have seen that what is an identity and which are the four basic identities in algebra. So we have studied that an identity is a special type of equation which satisfies for any values of the variables. Then we studied these four identities, right? The first identity which we studied was x plus y the whole square, and that is x square plus 2xy plus y square. Second one is x minus y the whole square, that is equal to x square minus 2xy plus y square. The third one is x plus y multiplied by x minus y, that is x square minus y square. This is also called as the difference of two square identity. X plus a and x plus b, which is similar to the first identity, right? X square plus a plus b multiplied by x plus ab. Now, what is the use of these identities, right? So the use of these identities is very simple. It gives an alternative method for solving problems on multiplication of binomial expressions and multiplication of numbers. Now here you can see that in each case a binomial is used, right? And multiplication is there. Square means nothing but this is multiplied to itself, right? So in each and every case you can see that binomials are there and it is multiplied to some other binomial or with the same binomial. In this two case it is multiplied with the same binomial, but in this two case there are different binomials. So now one by one let us see that how we can apply these identities. Now let us start with the first example over here. Here we have 5x minus 3y the whole square. So here you can see that a square is to be done. So we can use the first or the second identity. But here we have minus sign. So we have to use the second identity. So we can write by using identity 2, or simply you can write the identity also, right? We can evaluate this as 5x minus 3y the whole square. That will be the first term square minus twice the first term and the last term plus the last term square. And that will be nothing but it will be 25x. No, it will be 25x square. We have to do the square of the number also, the coefficient also, and the variable also. This would be 2 5s are 10, 10 3s are 30xy plus 3 square is 9 and y square is y square. So you can see that in two steps we got the answer, right? Instead of finding the product multiplication of term by term, we have to, if we are knowing the identity, we can use the identity and do it in just two steps. Now let us see the second one. Now here you can see that the two binomials are there and both the binomials are different. So which identity we will use? We will use the fourth identity. So we will write by using identity 4, or you can write the identity also. So we will have minus 2x plus 3 minus 2x minus 5, that will be equal to minus 2x, the common term square. Now minus 2x is common in both, right? So we have to do the square of that number. Now what is my a over here? My a is 3. What is my b? Minus 5. So plus and minus 5, it will become minus 5. And what is my x over here? Here it is minus 2x plus ab, that means 3 multiplied by minus 5. So my final answer would be minus 2 square is 4x square. Now here it will be 3 minus 5, that will be minus 2 again multiplied by minus 2. So that will ultimately give me 4x, and the last term would be plus and minus minus, and it would be 15, right? Now let us see the third one. Now in the third one, again we have to do multiply the same binomial, right, with itself. So which identity we will use? We will use the first, as the sign is plus over here. So you will write by using identity 1, what we have? We have a 2a plus 3b the whole square, that will be equal to 2a square plus twice the product of the first term and the last term plus the last term square. Now open the brackets. So this will be 4a square plus 12ab plus 9b square. Now the last one, here you can see the terms are same, but we have the difference of sign. So we have to use the third identity. So by using the identity 3, we have 2x plus 5 multiplied by 2x minus 5, that will be nothing but 2x square minus 5 square. So this will become 4x square minus 25. Now over here we have numbers with us. Yeah, right. We have numbers with us. So now how to use the identities when we have number with us? Here we have 301 and 297. Now, so here which identity we can use? Here you can see that same number if I am subtracting or same number if I am adding to a number, I will not get this number, right? If I am doing 300 plus 1, but here I have to do 300 minus 3. So same number is not possible. So identity 4 is used over here. So what I can do? I can write 301 as 300 plus 1, 300 minus 3. So now you can see this identity. Yes. So x plus a and x plus b. Here my x is nothing but 300, a is 1 and b is minus 3. So if I am substituting the values of x, a and b in the fourth identity, I will get the product easily. So what I can do, I don't have to multiply the numbers, right? Simply I can use the identities to find the product of these numbers. So let us do that. So it will be 300 square plus ab. What is a? 1 minus 3 multiplied by 300 plus 1 into minus 3. So this will be 3 square is 9, and you just have to double the number of zeros. So if I have 2 zeros, it will become 4 zeros. That will be 90,000 minus. Now 1 minus 3 will be 2, and 2 into 6 will be, sorry, 2 into 3 will be 600. And over here it will be minus 3. So this will give me nothing but 89,397, right? Now the second one. Now here you can see a square minus b square, x square minus y square, right? So we have used these identity, but we have to use it on the reverse way. So this will be nothing but, instead of finding the square of 21 and 19 and then subtracting, it won't be easy to first add and then subtract the numbers, right? And then simply I have to multiply a 2-digit number with a 1-digit number. That is not a big deal, right? So here you will have 21 minus 19 will give me 2, and 21 plus 19 will give me 40, and the product of these two will be 80. Now here you can see a same number is multiplied with the other number. That means I have to do the squaring of that number. But since it is a 3-digit number, what I can do, I can split 101 in such a way, in such a known number, so that I can find the, apply the identity, and I can find the square of that number easily. So let us split 101 like 100 plus 1 the whole square. So this will give me 100 square plus 2 times 100 multiplied by 1 plus 1 square, and that will be 10,000 plus 200 plus 1, and that will be 10,201, right? Now similarly over here, if I subtract some number from a number, then I will get 999. From which number I have to subtract? From 1000. So 999 square will be nothing but 1000 minus 1 the whole square. And now we will use the x minus y the whole square identity. So that will be 1000 square minus 2 times 1000 into 1 plus 1 square. So this will be 10 lakh minus 2000 plus 1. So that will be 99 lakh, sorry, 9 lakh 99,098,001, right? So first I have subtracted and then I have added the value 1 over there, right? So like this, we have seen the application of the algebraic identity, right? Here you can solve n number of sums if you want to find the product of two numbers, two large numbers, and if you can see that there is something common between those two numbers, you can use these identities, right? Now I cannot use these identity for an example, if I have 45 and 54, right? Nothing is common between these numbers, so I cannot use the identity to find the product of those numbers, right? And you have to see that if you are using the identity, you are splitting the number in such a way that your calculation becomes easy, you are not making it tough. Right now, there are n number of ways to split this 101. Right. So best way to split this would be 100 plus 1. I could have done 99 plus 3 also. Right. If I could have done 99, sorry, if I could have done 95 plus 6 also, but I don't know the square of 95. Right. So that will increase my work, right? So always split the numbers in such a way that you are splitting the numbers in known numbers. The square of that numbers, you can write it easily, right? So I hope that we are clear with the application of the algebraic identities. What is an identity? What are the algebraic identities? The geometrical proof of these identities. And finally, we have learned the application. Thank you.